Hi, how are you? I'm Anthony from Cypher House Escape, and I'm back with some of the UMD puzzle hunt from January of 2021. We're in the first round of this puzzle hunt, which is the National Mall series of puzzles, and we've solved everything up through National Museum of African American History and Culture, which means we're now on National Postal Museum. Our favorite museum exhibit spotlights one particularly handsome duck, along with its caretaker, for every year since the 30s. Following a route that visits every hall in the exhibit is tricky, since it's inevitable that some paths will be taken twice. Okay, so as I scroll down, there's this big web of letters. I wonder if the red B is maybe where we're supposed to start? And then we have all these ducks down below. So perhaps I'm meant to look up the specific kinds of ducks that are here? Okay, according to Google image search, this is a blue-winged teal. Can we spell blue-winged teal? B-L-U-E, winged, W-I-N-G-E-D. Okay, so that's the first duck, the blue-winged teal. The question is, what do we do with that now? Why was there an enumeration of 8 after this duck? Apparently we're supposed to find a caretaker as well, but do we find the caretaker from the path that we took somehow? It almost looks like it's making some kind of shape. Is there like a dog show but for ducks? I looked it up, these could be different ducks that showed up on stamps, which makes sense for a postal, oh, it's a postal museum? Yeah, I completely forgot about that little fact. Thanks for the insight into that, Dragon Engineer. Okay, let's look up this second duck. Common merganser. Oh, maybe red-breasted. Yeah, it's gonna be the red-breasted merganser. I'm still wondering if we made a picture. Did we make a picture just now? Okay, what's the next duck? King eider. Okay, connects to a K here. K-I-N-G. Okay, that one looks a lot less like it's trying to make an image. And now that I have a few of these ducks, I'm going to try searching for them, hoping to find a list that includes all of these. There are a few lists that include all of them. Maybe I should also add stamp. Dragon Engineer says maybe the owners are the artists for the different stamps. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Ah, I see. I have this drop-down menu here. Can we find the blue-winged teal in here? Yes, by CB Seagears. I like that. That's 8 letters, right? So I'm gonna put in Seagears. So yes, the artist idea looks correct. Dragon Engineer is suggesting again that I mark the lines that are used twice again. So this one was used twice. I think I used this one twice as well. I think it's just those 2 so far. This is the common merganser. C-O, I guess it doesn't really matter which way I go around this loop, because we have M-M-O, common merganser. So this, and this are all used multiple times. The artist is Beerly. The paths that are taken twice almost look like they might be making numbers. Like we have a 7 here, we have a 2 here. Black Scotter, or Scoter, B-L-A. So we did use a couple lines again, this one and this one, which looks like it could be a number 1. Surf Scoter, so S-U-R-F, these lines getting used multiple times, which does look a lot like a 4. Dragon Engineer says that the Surf Scoter is by Goebel, White-Winged Scoter. Okay. W-H-I-T-E. That time, the paths we used twice are here, 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 and here. So that looks like another 4, I think. Dragon Engineer says this one's Reese, 1969 to 70. Thank you again. 2 ducks to go. We have Stellar's eider. Stellar's. So quite a few lines reused in that case. Down here was reused, this one was reused, and this one, and then when we get down here, we reused this. Harlequin's duck. H-A-R. So we got 2 more 1s from that, it looks like. All right, so now we have these numbers. The numbers in the order of the grid are 144271121. So let's just try putting them in order down here. 144271121. Let's just try indexing this way first. And so this is going to give us an S, E, E, I, N, G, R, E, D. So we don't even have to reorder. I thought we might have to order them by the dates at the end, but this just spells seeing red. That's correct. National Museum of the American Indian. You'd be surprised how many words come from the indigenous languages of the Americas. And then we have a bunch of lines that could be something. So we have words, I'm saying words. We have sections of letters separated by spaces. We also have sections of letters separated by dashes. I'm assuming we have to figure out what we're doing with these strands of letters. That's in some way going to give us a clue to what fills in these blanks. And then the numbers beneath the blanks seem to just give us our final answer, it looks like. Seems like Navajo code. Interesting. I didn't know Navajo code was a thing. Liari says they agree with Dragon Engineer's assessment of Navajo code. American Indian Code Talkers. Let's try this dictionary, or this source. A code talker is a name given to American Indians who use their tribal language to send secret communications on the battlefield. That's cool. There is online decoders for Navajo. Yeah. Oh, decode does it? Yeah, I'll do the first one with the dictionary by hand, and then we'll take a look at decode. Okay, so D-I-B-E-H is our first word, which is sheep, T-S-A-H, which is needle. What are these letters on the left? Alphabet, O. Oh, so maybe I'm using the letters. So maybe S, and then N, G-L-O-E-I-H is a W or weasel. Oh, did I skip? I skipped T-L-O chin. Okay, I really should just be putting it in decode. That's an O or onion. So snow. Okay, so we're just taking the first letter of these. S, H, O, I think. V, E. Yeah, I'll definitely use decode after this first one. I of course picked the longest one to do by hand too. Snow shoveler. So that doesn't directly fit here, does it? If you haven't used decode.fr before, it's a great website for decoding any kind of cipher like this. So let's do the next one here. Wild leek. Red squirrel. Bitter water. Tall one. The tall one. Adjacent mountain. Flat water. Smoke. Okay, so now we need to figure out how we get the answers onto these yellow lines. Dragon Engineer says, I think all of these are the literal translations of loan words from Native American tribe. For instance, I can see bitter water as a loan word of chocolate. Well, that makes sense. For the flavor text says, you'd be surprised how many words come from the indigenous languages of the Americas. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay, so it looks like there's a few really common ones here. And chocolate's on this list. Does chocolate fit on this in these spaces? It does. It gives us an A here and an E here. Chipmunk is red squirrel. Yes. Okay, so this Wikipedia list seems to be the way to go. So that gives us an I in space 8 and a C on space 14. So what is snow shoveler? A caribou is C. And we get an R on 16. Chicago? Wait, what? Chicago comes from the Miami, Illinois word Chikawa, the name of a plant you might know as the Appalachian ramp or wild leek. Is this Chicago? They would be in alphabetical order then. Wow, Chicago is the wild leek. That's crazy. Smoke could be petunia. Interesting. Yeah, I'm seeing that as well in the Wikipedia list. The name Denali originates from the Koyukon word, which translates to the tall one. So I'm finding this. Liari says flat water is Nebraska. Okay. This isn't another cipher. We get an E here. Ceremonial dancer. That's correct. I'm kind of curious if I can quickly find what this last one is. Massachusetts. Could it be Massachusetts? It's been translated to near the Great Hill. Okay, that sounds like adjacent mountain. Have a great day, everybody, and as always, happy escaping!